basically the same coverages. Now, when you say mobile, I don't know whether they're talking about within a van or they're just going to people's houses, so that would vary. But again, the coverage would remain the same. You would, of course, need your professional liability. You would need property coverage for anything that you're transporting in your car with you. For instance, you're taking your microdermabrasion machine to people's homes. You would obviously want coverage for that. And then if you're going into people's homes, you want coverage in the event that you damage anything in the person's home. So the coverage remains the same. Always think of yourself as a small business, and it's not too often that you don't need all the coverages that we've discussed today, the property, the general, and the professional liability. So those three things, whether mobile or not, would remain pretty constant.
Perfect. Great. And then one last question. And again, thanks to everyone for bearing with me here. But this one comes in from Wendy, and I'm very intrigued by it, both the question and then kind of her individual experience here. But so she says she has a question regarding working as an independent contractor in a med spa where she's been told she'd be covered by their insurance plan to perform BBL treatments. Unfortunately, I don't know what those are. Maybe you do, Mary. Okay, great. Well, otherwise, let's just assume they're a type of medical spa treatment. Is it appropriate to ask to see, she just typed back in broadband light, which is a type of laser treatment.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
So is it appropriate to ask to see a copy of the policy that shows I'm named individually, or is there a blanket statement that says that any independent contractors working for the med spa are covered? And she's asked, great question, I think. I mean, I certainly don't know the answer, but she's asking in part because she's gotten pushback from the owner saying that's not an appropriate thing to be asking them for, meaning to see the policy.
Well, I don't know about seeing the whole policy, but I think I would want some confirmation in writing from them that I'm covered. Since you're the one that's performing the service, if for some reason the coverage doesn't exist or is not there, or they're just not understanding their policy and thinking the coverage is there, I don't think it's inappropriate to ask for that, some kind of confirmation from them in writing that the coverage is there, for either from their carrier or from them saying that they've had a conversation with their carrier that there is coverage provided. You're putting yourself on the line if you're working for them and the coverage is not there. So I think from that sense of you have the right to ask that question. They may not want to show you the whole policy, but I would think they should be able to provide you with some kind of confirmation in writing that the coverage, that you would be covered while, and generally only while working for them. And that's the other thing. If you're an independent contractor working different places, sometimes it's better to have your own because then it will follow you as the technician. If you're working in a facility, that facility covers you